Hello, and welcome back to the English Exchange Podcast. I'm your host, Daniil.
And I'm Nyla.
We're so happy to have you with us today. If you're learning English and want to improve your speaking skills, you're in the right place.
That's right. In today's episode, we're talking about something very important and useful: how to introduce yourself in English. Introductions are usually the first step in any conversation. Whether you're meeting someone new at school, work, a party, or even online, knowing how to introduce yourself clearly and confidently makes a great first impression.
That's right. In today's episode, we're talking about something very important and useful: how to introduce yourself in English. Introductions are usually the first step in any conversation. Whether you're meeting someone new at school, work, a party, or even online, knowing how to introduce yourself clearly and confidently makes a great first impression.
Exactly. And don't worry if you're a beginner. We'll take it slow and easy. We'll explain the words and phrases step by step and even give you examples.
Yes, and by the end of this episode, you'll be able to introduce yourself in a simple, clear, and confident way. So get ready.
You can even grab a notebook if you want to write things down. Let's begin the journey of mastering self-introductions.
So before we teach you how to introduce yourself, let's first talk about why self-introductions are so important.
Yes, great idea. Think about it. Every time you meet someone new, what's the first thing you usually do? You introduce yourself.
It could be in a classroom, at a job interview, or even when you make a new friend.
Exactly. And in English-speaking countries, people often expect you to say something about yourself right away. It's a part of polite communication and helps others know who you are.
And it's not just about sharing your name. A good introduction helps you start a conversation, show confidence, and even build relationships.
That's true. Let's imagine a situation. You go to an international event and someone says, "Hi, I'm Emma."
Nice to meet you. If you know how to reply with a good introduction, the conversation becomes smooth. But if you don't know what to say, you might feel nervous or lost.
Yes, and it's the same when you're learning online or speaking to someone on a video call. First impressions matter, and your introduction is often the first impression. So in this episode, we'll help you feel ready for any situation where you need to introduce yourself, from casual chats to formal moments like interviews.
By the end, you'll not only understand what to say, but also how to say it clearly, naturally, and with confidence. Let's get into the real steps now. We'll start with the basic structure of a good self-introduction in English.
Don't worry, it's easier than you think.
Yes, introducing yourself doesn't have to be difficult.
You just need to follow a simple order. Think of it like building blocks. Let's go over the main parts.
Here are 6 steps you can follow to introduce yourself clearly. 1. Start with a greeting. 2. Say your name. 3.
Say where you're from. 4. Mention what you do, your job or studies. 5. Talk about your hobbies or interests.
6. End with a friendly closing or question.
Exactly. Let's try it with a short example. Daniil, can you go first?
Sure. Hi, I'm Daniil. I'm from New York in the United States. I work as an English teacher. In my free time, I like reading and hiking. It's nice to meet you.
That's a great example. Clear, simple, and natural. Now let me try. Hello, my name is Nyla. I'm from London in the UK. I'm a podcast host and also a language coach. I love music, traveling, and meeting new people. Nice to meet you.
Very nice, Nyla. And as you can hear, both of our introductions follow the same structure.
You don't need long or complicated words, just short sentences that clearly say who you are.
Right. And one important thing to remember: speak slowly and confidently. Even if you're nervous, take your time.
And smile when you introduce yourself. It helps you sound more friendly and confident.
Now that we've looked at the basic structure, let's go deeper into each part, starting with greetings.
Let's begin with the first part, the greeting. This is how you start your introduction. It can be formal or informal, depending on the situation.
In an informal setting, like meeting a friend or classmate, you can say, "Hi," "Hello," "Hey." In more formal situations, like job interviews or speaking with someone older, you can use Good morning. Good afternoon. Nice to meet you.
Yes, and don't forget to smile and make eye contact if you're in person. It shows confidence and friendliness. Let's do a quick practice.
I'll say an informal greeting. Hello, nice to meet you.
Great, now let's move on to part 2, saying your name.
This part is simple but important. Saying your name clearly helps others remember you. You can say, my name is Daniil. I'm Daniil. You can call me Daniil. And when you want to ask someone else's name, you can say, what's your name? May I know your name? Let's try a quick example. Hi, I'm Nyla. What's your name?
I'm Daniil. Nice to meet you.
Nice and simple. Now let's talk about where you're from. Talking about where you're from is a common part of introductions.
You can say, I'm from India. I come from Brazil. I live in Kabul. And if you want to give a little more detail, you can add your city or region. For example, I'm from a small town near Paris. I live in Tokyo, the capital of Japan. Let's give an example. Hi, I'm Daniil. I'm from New York in the United States.
I'm Nyla from London in the UK. Nice to meet you. All right, time for part 4, talking about what you do. This is where you talk about your job, or if you're a student, your field of study.
You can say, I'm a teacher. I work in healthcare. I'm a student at Ghazi Amanullah Khan Institute. I study nursing. It's okay to keep it simple. You don't need to explain everything. Just a clear statement is enough. Let's do an example again. Hi, I'm Nyla. I work as an online English coach.
Nice to meet you. I'm Daniil. I study computer science.
That's it. Now let's talk about something fun. Your hobbies and interests. This part helps others get to know you better. It also gives you something to talk about.
You can say, I like reading and watching movies. In my free time, I enjoy cooking. My hobbies are photography and music. Here's a tip. Don't list too many. Just say 2 or 3 things you enjoy. Here's an example. Hi, I'm Nyla. I like traveling, learning languages, and taking photos.
I'm Daniil. I enjoy playing football and reading science books.
Now let's finish the introduction with a good closing line. After you say something about yourself, it's good to end with a friendly phrase or question. You can say, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for listening to my introduction. What about you? Can you tell me about yourself?
This makes the conversation two-sided, not just about you. Let's try a full example from start to finish.
Hi, I'm Daniil. I'm from the US. I'm a teacher and I love sports and music. It's great to meet you. What about you?
Hello, I'm Nyla from the UK.
I'm a student and I enjoy painting and hiking. Nice to meet you too.
See? That's how you start a real conversation in English, just with a good introduction.
Now that we've gone over all the parts of a good self-introduction, let's show you how it sounds in a real conversation. Nyla and I will do a quick role play, just like 2 people meeting for the first time.
Yes, and we'll speak slowly and clearly so you can understand and follow along. You can also repeat after us to practice.
Hi there. My name is Daniil. What's your name?
Hi, Daniil. I'm Nyla. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Nyla.
Where are you from?
I'm from London in the UK. And you?
I'm from New York in the United States.
Oh, that's cool. What do you do?
I'm an English teacher. I also do podcasting. How about you?
I'm a university student. I study psychology. I also work part-time at a bookstore.
That's interesting. What do you like to do in your free time?
I love listening to music, hiking, and painting. What about you?
I enjoy playing guitar and watching documentaries. It helps me relax.
Nice. It's really great talking with you, Daniil.
Same here, Nyla. Thanks for the nice chat.
And that's how a simple self-introduction can turn into a friendly conversation.
Exactly. Listeners, now it's your turn. Try practicing your own introduction using the same structure. You can even write it down first, then say it out loud.
Coming up next, we'll talk about how to introduce yourself in different situations like classrooms, job interviews, or online meetings.
All right, before we finish, let's give our listeners some helpful tips to practice introducing themselves at home.
Yes, the first tip is practice in front of a mirror. Look at yourself and say your introduction out loud. This helps build confidence and body language awareness.
Tip 2, record yourself. Use your phone or computer to record your voice. Then listen to it. Do you sound clear? Are you speaking slowly and naturally?
Tip 3, write your introduction down. Keep it short and simple. This helps you remember the main points, like your name, where you're from, what you do, and your hobbies.
Tip 4, practice with a friend or family member. Ask them to pretend they don't know you.
Then give your introduction and ask them to introduce themselves too. And finally, tip 5, watch or listen to English podcasts or videos where people introduce themselves. Try to copy their style and pronunciation.
The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. And remember, mistakes are okay. Just keep going.
All right, everyone, let's quickly recap what we learned today. Yes, first we talked about why self-introductions are important. They help you make connections and leave a good impression.
Then we broke down the basic structure: your name, where you're from, what you do, your interests, and something extra or unique. We went deeper into each part, shared examples, and even did a short role play to show how it works in real conversation.
And we gave you tips on how to practice at home, like using a mirror, recording yourself, or practicing with a friend.
Remember, practice makes progress. Don't be afraid to try. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become.
We believe in you. Start small, speak slowly, and just be yourself. Thanks for joining us today on the English Learning Podcast.
We hope this episode helped you feel more confident about introducing yourself in English.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Your support helps us keep creating helpful content just for you.
And if you want to practice more, check out the other episodes in this playlist. We have conversations, tips, and real-life English examples for all levels. You can also leave a comment and introduce yourself below.
We'd love to hear from you and connect with our listeners. Keep practicing, keep growing, and remember, every time you speak, you're improving. Thanks again for listening.
Until next time, bye and take care.